Hey everyone, it's Christy here. I thought I'd switch things up a little bit, so I'm just showing you the photos and cards that I had picked previously, and I thought I would do kind of a little grab five Adele style video. So I just picked five things from my stash that I thought I wanted to use for this layout. So we got those marquee thickers, Craft Market, tiny word stickers, simple stories, summer vibes, ephemera pack, some gold arrows and things from a Gossamer Blue kit, and what am I forgetting? And something else. Oh, I forget. Anyways, and I also thought instead of looking at my whole layout, the whole video, I would kind of challenge myself to switch things up. And so I am doing one card at a time, which I have never, ever done before. So it was a bit of a challenge, but I think I really like it. Um, it kind of made me make decisions a little bit more quickly, and yeah, it came together pretty nice. So, I started with this card. It is a 4x6 card. It's just actually a piece of paper from one of the Studio Calico 4x6 paper pads. And then I layered two 3x4 Studio Calico cards on top. One is like a library card, kind of a template, and then the other one says T plus books equals bliss. And so this card is all about my book club and the book that we had read. And I chose to include that okay chipboard sticker because the book was just okay. So I layered those two cards and the doily, and then that little border piece is from the ephemera pack. I did a little date stamp and a little bit of journaling, and now I'm just trying to fill up that gap in the top left-hand corner. So I trim down one of the ephemera pieces and stick it underneath, and then I just go to my stash of enamel dots and pick some coordinating colors and yeah, put those on there. So you just saw me kind of digging through my ephemera pack, but I really like doing it recording this way because what you don't see is like around this is like a huge mess. It's crazy. So we're on two other cards also talking about my book club, and so the photo is just of my London Fog, which is my fave. So I put that chipboard sticker from the Dear Lizzie chipboard sticker sheet. And then I had this white shipping tag from the most recent Studio Calico kit. So I used the Dear Lizzie Woodland gold thickers to spell out book club. And then I tried to play around with some of this baker's twine, but I just found like the hole was way too big. And so I added in some more, like some white embroidery thread. The problem was like I just didn't have anything that really like matched my colors, so I just wasn't really loving it. So I decided to take out the baker's twine and just try and like cover up the hole with something. So I'm just kind of digging through my stuff. So that heart was from the ephemera pack, and then my fifth item for my grab five was like those chipboard button looking things. So I go with the ephemera piece and then this gold glittery heart, and then a tiny word sticker that says we love it here, because my book club always meets at the same place, like this really cool coffee shop. So we always go there. And this card is from the paper pad, Studio Calico paper pad, and this inspired the whole color scheme, the whole color scheme, and I just love it. Oh my gosh, like this pattern is gorgeous. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I just used a white doily just to kind of so that the thickers stood out a bit more, I guess, and didn't get lost. I stapled down a vellum heart from 7 paper. And initially I was going to try and cover the staple with the thickers, but it was just kind of too bulky. So I left it and just kind of added an X detail with my tiny attacher. Added the thickers, September 14th to 20th. And now I'm just trying to find something to fit in that white space. Like, it seems pretty empty to me, so I go for one of those chipboard buttons that says love, and the pink and the red font kind of really matches perfectly. So I poked some holes because I wanted to thread some baker's twine through there, but I could have got a needle out, but I was like super lazy, as I am. So I just got some coral ribbon instead and poked it through, tied it at the back, and then used some leftover washi just to adhere it a bit better. Used another ephemera piece, heart, and then added some gold directional arrows. And I really love the way that the title card turned out. It still allows the pattern to really shine through, but gets the dates in there. Now, this photo is from our local zoo, the Calgary Zoo, and they're having like it's called a Luminasia, and there's like all these lantern animals on display. And so after work one Friday, my husband met my daughter and I at the zoo, and we were just there for like an hour, like just an hour, not even. And we were walking around, and it was the first time that we had seen these lanterns, because it's like a nighttime thing. Usually they're all lit up, but because it was still the daytime, um, I mean, they were on display and absolutely gorgeous, like so gorgeous. So I'm really looking forward to going and checking it out at nighttime. And yeah, just took a really cool photo of my daughter and my husband on the bridge with the lanterns there as well. These photos are also from the zoo, and yeah, there was nobody at the zoo hardly that day because it was a Friday afternoon and the zoo was like really close to closing. So I just added some washi and a tiny word sticker and some enamel dots. And then that sticker that says "Enjoying the Little Things" is from the Simple Stories I Am collection. And I just added some more of those gold stickers with the stars, and then a star from the ephemera pack. Now, I chose this card. It says Art Happens, and I started cutting it out, and I was so mad because I forgot that on the opposite side there was a smaller version of the Art Happens, which would have been like perfect size, but I had already cut it. So I had this huge Art Happens circle, and it works. I mean, that's how I initially wanted it to be used, but it's kind of covering up my friend Heather there. We went to a art studio and we painted a canvas. It was called Paint the Town, and so they had like a sample, and we kind of put our own spin on it. So it was fun. There was the three of us. So I'm just doing some embellishing and journaling just directly onto that Art Happens card. And then this has to be probably my favorite card. These two 3x4s are going into a 4x6 spot. But yeah, I just did a little cluster there. So that camera is from the ephemera pack. Added some washi and a label from Studio Calico. Just did a little cluster, nothing like too complicated. Added the gold thickers, and then this tiny word sticker that says Simple Moments. And I fiddle around with where I want that, but decide just to kind of put it on the side, add some enamel dots, and it's done. Then I just kind of adhere it to a 4x6 card, and so that it doesn't shift around in the pocket, and yeah, that's done. So now I'm on to these two 3x4 photos. The Studio Calico kit came with this 4x6 card that says September 2015. So I just trimmed it down to be a 3x4. Using some more ephemera from that Summer Vibes pack that I got from Gossamer Blue Kit. I just layer those tickets and the doily in behind. Just that doily is just a piece from the opposite side of the spread. Date stamp and a tiny bit of journaling and a glitter heart from 7 paper, and that photo is done. I wanted to add just a tiny little something to the September card. So I just get some flowers from the Summer Vibes pack and add in some enamel dots. I decided to add in like that navy blue because there's a tiny bit of navy on that floral title card. Now, this photo is also from our paint night. My friend Amanda and I decided to do a bit of a selfie, and this is like one of the more attractive ones. There was definitely some silly ones. Because our heads take up most of the photo, it was kind of difficult to do a bit of a cluster. So I do a little bit of a cluster in the bottom right hand corner, just using a label sticker, an arrow, and some enamel dots. And a little bit later, off camera, I add a gold arrow from that gold sticker sheet that I have. This photo I keep really simple. I use a chipboard sticker that says "Let the good times roll," and that's from Dear Lizzie. Add a little tiny word sticker that says "Weekend Adventures," and then one of those glitter hearts again. And then these photos are from that same day as the last photo. And so my school district puts on a charity run every September. And this year, I've done it pretty much every year that they had it. I think this is the 7th year. I just missed 1 year when my brother-in-law and sister-in-law got married. But last year, Nora and I did it. We just walked, and she was in the carrier. And this year I did the 6K run. And then afterwards, Nora did the little legs race, which was so adorable. And that's her in her t shirt and having her bib number. So I'm going to include the bib, both of our bib numbers, in like a tiny insert in between the two layout pages. But I didn't show that on camera. Then I wanted to have this card, this last card, as a bit of a journaling card. And so the 4x6 is a Studio Calico card and had like the perfect colors. And then I wanted to bring in a bit more of the navy and like the teal. So I just layered up these 4x6 papers from paper pads. And then I just kind of bring in lots of elements from throughout the layout. So at the bottom, that rectangular chipboard piece is from that Dear Lizzie sticker sheet. The gold and white heart is from the button pieces that I had, and I used the same coral ribbon on those and added that fun ephemera from the Summer Vibes pack. And then I'm looking for something, and I really did like that bird acetate piece, but I just didn't think it fit, so I added another piece of ephemera. And then I just do a whack of journaling about our weekend and the Little Legs race and going to the zoo and all that stuff. So it just adds a lot more journaling because a lot of the photos are from the Friday and the Saturday. So yeah, it just kind of allows me to go into a bit more detail. And that's it. Please let me know what you think of my new kind of setup. I really did enjoy doing it this way, and I think I'm going to try doing it more in the future. It just kind of allowed me to be a bit more creative. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.